So we're going to skip the tutorial because it's not ready yet. And so I'll tell you what happens in tutorial, or at least in a nutshell. We're going to capture that Nautiloid. We're going to do that together with the Githyanki warrior that you saw captured in the intro. And we're going to teleport it to a place called Faerun, more specifically to the Sword Coast, more specifically
Fuck, I want his t-shirt.
Of Baldur's Gate. That was, by the way, the city that you saw destroyed is not Baldur's Gate, it was Yartar. Goodbye, Yartar. Oh yeah.
Daylight. It can't be.
Oh my fucking god, the technology has advanced.
So what I forgot to mention is that my vampire spawn normally can't walk in the sunlight, he can't go over running water, and he needs an invitation if he wants to enter somewhere. But apparently he can walk in the sunlight, so that's kind of handy for us. So he's going to try to figure out what's going on. So I can control the camera and put it in third person, so then it's running behind me. Or I can just go back top down and then basically play it in a traditional manner. So I'm gonna
There's a lot of them.
And let's have a look at what we can find.
There's like fucking, look at that, there's like infinite shit there. There's like, I don't know how many, like 100? How many are there? Like hundreds of skills.
Have a look over there.
There's insane amount of quick keys and shit there.
Sunlight. So this is a river, it's called the Gale.
Better not push my luck.
And it reaches all the way to Baldur's Gate, but we have no boat, so we're gonna have to go in a different direction. Obviously, you can see that it's been a lot of fun over here. Mangled Fisher, the little letter.
Perfectly good blood.
The love letter is none of my business. So.
Was the sky always this blue? It's magnificent.
Starden doesn't really care about the fact that everybody's dead. Apple. She is banging at that door, so let's go ask and introduce ourselves.
Blasted doors, What? Oh, it's you. I saw you on the ship. You survived, then?
Suddenly I saw what she saw, felt what she felt. Anger, confusion, resolve.
Ah! You've got the same thing I do. In your head. I felt it.
Okay, so I have a whole bunch of dialogue options. So what just happened to us is because of the tadpole. I was already introduced to that in the tutorial. We call it mind melding. So we both have a tadpole in our heads, and we can telepathically connect to each other. But I'm also very hungry, so I'm playing this from the point of view of Astarion, vampire spawn. So you will see that all of my choices will be tailored to being Astarion, essentially. So I'm going to stare at her and realize that I'm very hungry.
What's the matter with you? Has that tadpole scrambled your brain already?
So I can basically say, okay, well, I'll just feed, or I can swallow my urge and feign ignorance, which is what I'm going to do because I need a companion.
Come on. The chase through hell, the creatures, what they did to us, the tadpole. That thing is going to consume us from the inside and turn us into mind flayers. You and I need a healer. Finding one won't be easy in this wilderness. We'll need supplies. I'm hoping something of use might be behind these doors, but I've barely made a dent in them so far.
Okay, so I can offer to help her, but I'm a rogue also, so I can tell her to save her strength, then that I'll pick the lock.
By all means. I'm going to see what's at the top of this cliff. Hopefully there's no more of
Graphics are
these
great, by the way.
creatures
I
along
will
the way.
love it.
I well, actually, I'll suggest that we join forces and say that that gives us better odds of survival.
Or just company for our
Looks very
final
sharp.
moments. But
The
you're
hair
right.
looks amazing.
Whatever lies ahead will be a little less daunting with support. You can call me Shadowheart.
I can tell her that I'm a star in a reformed vampire spawn who can walk in the sunlight, or I can choose not to tell her, which is a good idea. And I can also question her what she knows about the things in each of our heads.
Very little. Supposedly, those monsters breed by planting their tadpoles in people's heads. Over time, the infected victim turns into a mind flayer. I don't remember how long it takes, but we should hurry.
So that's a problem. I'll introduce myself, Astarion,
Lead the way, Astarion.
and I've made my first companion. I try to lockpick that door, but I don't have a lockpick, so that's not gonna. So, whoops, and I got myself into the door. All right, let's see if this fine gentleman has something of use, but he doesn't. So let's continue.
There's an old fisherman destroyed by the mind flayers.
More of those wretched things.
Oops. So that's usually an introduction to combat when you see something like that. So let's try and see what that is. Where are they? Oh yeah, this is. So combat is turn-based because Dungeons and Dragons is a turn-based system. So we base ourselves on that. I need to be very careful for these intellect divorers because if they get too close to me, it will be very painful. This can actually end up in a party wipe, but I'll do my very best not to let that happen. I'm going to seek the high ground. In Dungeons and Dragons, seeking advantage allows you to roll twice, which is a good idea because there's a lot of dice rolling going on behind the scenes, as you'll soon see. We translate the dice rolls into percentages so that you don't have to do all the mathematics yourself. So this gives me a 90% chance to hit, so that's a pretty good one. Also,
He fucking missed! 90%! He missed!
managed, don't worry about it. That's a 45%, that's not so good, but let's try. I'm casting Sacred Fire, let's see what that does. To puny 2 damage. So if you're curious to know how the calculations are happening, they're happening behind the scenes here. You can just hover over it and then you can learn all of the
actually throwing a dice
math
there.
behind. The numbers that you see, which is why Jesse said lots of numbers. We're going to be very brave and we're just going to go up there. And then I'm going to see how far I can get the star because I don't want him to die right away. Alright, Shadowheart. Well, she's not really me, she's just my recruit, so cast Shield of Faith of her. The bonus actions, these are my actions, these are my bonus actions. You just see, yeah, it says AP, it's a little bit misleading, but it's actually just the actions that you have. But sometimes you can have 2 of them. So I'm going to end my turn, and now it's the enemy's turn. See what they do. Unfortunately,
They will
can't
probably
charge.
kill him.
That's good. Couldn't hit me. That's actually not that bad. So what I'm going to do with Shadowheart is I'm going to try something that's a little bit risky, but sometimes works. I'm going to use Shove, and I'm going to try to... Oh, it won't work. Yeah, there you go. So that guy's a little bit further from me, and then she can still hammer at that guy. It's really not hitting very well. And then I'm going to shoot with the star at that guy. So yeah, we're doing pretty good actually. All right. Ooh.
9 damage, he's almost dead.
So combat is fairly high stakes, as you can see.
He almost died. What the fuck?
So they have a reaction, so that basically means if she walks away from here, they're gonna hit her, which is not good. So what I'm gonna do, and he can't walk. Yeah.
I mean, this is
so I'm
just
gonna
like
jump.
Baldur's
I
Gate
didn't wanna
1.
use it yet, but first I'm going to, oh man, that's jump as a bonus action in BG3. So that means that I can't use another bonus action, but it acts as a disengage also, and it's enhanced by my tadpole that I have inside of me. I do have one action that I can still do, so I'm just going to try it out. This is my mage hand. My mage hand is bad at many things, but it's very good at throwing stuff. So I'm going to just slap it. There you go.
That was cool.
I wanted to show this to you today, but you have no idea how nervous I was about doing it because I was going to get in this situation. So I obviously should have approached them in a completely different manner. We'll see in the next combat how you can actually be much more strategic. Famous last words, I guess. But all right, she is hurting, so she's going to drink my first healing potion. I don't have a lot of them. Then she's just gonna. Well, actually, I don't want to use it up. I'll just smack it like this. Maybe I'll get lucky. Alright, well, can I run even further? No. Alright, here it comes.
This is running away.
Good. Oh, no. getting back up.
She's dead.
Very high
Almost.
stakes. He's hiding for the shot. That's interesting. Okay. Mage hand, where are you? Do your thing. The 80%. So sorry. Yeah, you can also throw bodies that you find in the world, but it's not working. So that's why I'm using the shove actually. Ali, it's working, but it doesn't look as good. Oh, why did I go to sneak? I misclicked. Really? Did I put my hand into sneak? That's really clever. Okay, so yeah, the announcement was that it was going to be live, I think, so there you go. All right, 90% shot. That should, oh yeah, actually I have a pin down attack, which is a action that you get with your weapon. So each weapon that you get gives you an extra type of action. Yes, I know that you're sneaking. Come on.
Oh my god, 90% miss again.
You got this. You got this.
Hold on, I have a plan. I got a bottle with grease, so I'm just gonna throw. Can you stop hand? And normally he's not supposed to be able to hit like this. Actually, can't you do anything useful? If they want to attack you.
Yeah, 90% miss. Holy shit.
Oh, they killed. No, they didn't kill hand. Okay. All right. So they did kill hand. Yeah,
She's
hand is
dead.
not supposed to die, but
She has like 3
well,
HP.
it's going swimmingly. Okay, so I wanted to throw. So I have a throw action. I can throw pretty much everything. In a presentation I did previously, I threw my boots. So for comedial effect, I'll just throw my boots. Maybe I'll actually just kill him. Oh, that's it.
Good work. Good work.
All right.
They kill him with boots? What the fuck?
About that actually. So where is she? Hey, oops, doesn't want to close anymore. You want to keep on throwing? No, it's enter. Yeah. Please close. That's. So she's down. She's not dead yet. So that's the good news. So basically, how this works is this is death saving throws. So each turn, there's going to be a roll behind the scenes, and if it's a good roll, then we're going to get a little blue spot like this. And if we have 3 of them, she gets stabilized, which is cool. And if we get 3 red ones, because it's a bad roll, then she dies. And they are going to keep on hitting at her, because if she goes to the negative of her maximum HP, she dies too. So we're going to try to avoid that from happening. But I'm really not switching. Okay, so I shouldn't have thrown the boost, by the way. That was a really stupid move. This looks like a really good hit. Good, excellent. And we have 1 guy left. Thank you. Why? Okay, well, let's hope that this one's gonna go right. Oh.
Holy fuck. Shit, he died on the very first fucking battle. Oh shit! He fucking was wrecked. Oh, good game, guys. This is how you make the fucking game.
Okay, well.
Fucking die on the first fucking battle.
Oh,
that's how you make it. No PoE pussy shit here.
I was too late.
Everyone
right,
fucking dead.
So I do have the save.
That's a good old Baldur's Gate 1. That's how you fucking do it.
So I'm just gonna do a quick restart. I'll just do it as fast, and then we'll do Q&A for 5 minutes.
You got it out of the way early.
Yeah, that's why they gave us a half
yes.
hour.
Yeah, absolutely. You're fine.
I'll just sneak past the fight, and we'll go to the next one, because otherwise we might be in trouble. Luckily for you, we have escape buttons that allow me to rapidly. Let me do that. Add my cantrip. Take my trusty mage hand. Venture forth. Go forward into the game.
I mean, in Baldur's Gate 1, you could get killed easily. As you go out, you have like 4 life.
Then I suggest we try to avoid.
Then shit hits you for 3 fucking life and you're dead.
Take a different route if we can.
It's extremely hard game.
We'll have to fight him again before we proceed with our adventure. So yeah, I've done this, like, we've done a press tour in the last 3 weeks, and I've done this like 30, 40 times. I in general do not die on it, although it's always tight. But
It's daylight.
meanwhile, we can also look at a few other pieces of the game. I'm gonna make him walk over there.
What the hell's is going on?
We're gonna just let Astarion run Astarion, run over here, thank you. So, meantime, we can have a look at the back side of the UI. So, this is where you see all my equipment. Here you see all of my abilities, and so when you click on
Was
them,
the sky
you see
always
I
the
think I know what I'll
your
be playing
skills, your distances.
in March,
and this
April.
is my spellbook, where the spells that I know are going to be learned. Okay.
Besides fucking PoE.
Blasted doors, What? Oh, it's you. I saw you on the ship. You survived, then?
Suddenly I saw what she saw, felt what she felt. Anger, confusion, resolve.
You've got the same thing I do. In your head. I felt it.
Okay, so I'm just going to be very nice and, no, I'm just going to recruit her right
Come
away.
on. The chase through hell. The creatures. What they did to us. The tadpole. That thing is going to consume us from the inside and turn us into mind flayers.
Yeah, exactly.
You and I need a healer. Finding one won't be easy in this wilderness. We'll need supplies. I'm hoping something of use might be behind these doors. But I've barely made a dent in them so far.
I'm going to help you.
Be my guest, but that door's too strong. Maybe there's another way, up the cliff.
I really like that cliff.
Hopefully there's no more of these things. Or just company for our final moments.
Well, that was true.
But you're right. Whatever lies ahead will be a little less daunting with support.
Shit, I need to buy a new
You can call me
GPU
Shadowheart.
this
Yep,
year.
I'm Astarion.
Lead the way, Astarion.
Currently trying to save money for
Do you
the
wanna take an audience
RTX,
vote on if we do
for
this
the
fight again?
Cyberpunk, at least 2070. Maybe I can fund it.
Yeah. Oh yeah? Okay, alright.
Those wretched
Alright.
things.
Okay, so now I'm gonna play it like a pro.
The old
Do it
GTX
really well, and I'll show
will
you
probably
other things. First
suck.
of all, I am gonna dip my bow into the fire. There we go. Then I'm gonna press this button, which allows me to enter turn-based mode outside of combat. And so in that way you can sneak up
Wow.
on people and you can do all kinds of things that they don't expect
That
you
was
to do.
pretty cool. He dipped his
And
bow in
then,
fire.
Basically, the way that works is that they have 6 seconds. Oh yeah, see these are. Oh man.
Sneaking failed.
I wonder if I can make this shot. It's too far, right? He hasn't seen me yet. Cannot reach me. Okay, it's the enemy's turn. So they get to patrol for 6 seconds. They're not doing anything. So that's good. You see that over there? That's explosive. So I'm going to try to get there. And shoot it. 96%. Alright. Shadowheart is still waiting for me. Like, I'll make her join combat. Okay. This is much better. I feel much
Hey,
more
what's
relaxed about
on?
this fight.
It's PoE 3.0.
Pin him down.
The second one is already outdated. This is the third version.
There you go. This is how it's supposed to be. And then I did actually have a very strong attack, but I never got to use it, which is Guiding Bolt. But I'm going to use it now. Where's the other guy? Oh, he's still there. No, I'm going to wait. Just going to do this one. Yeah, it's very successful also. But anyway, just put her in front of it. Put on my shield. And alright, he can't move anymore, so that's good. The other guy is very enthusiastically coming towards us. she's going to use her guiding bolt, which in general tends to kill them in one shot. There you go, 15 of damage. And then we're going to shoot.
You fight well.
Fight well. Finally, he killed shit. That's good.
All right. So that was exciting. Let's see what this guy has. He's got a silver locket, a dagger. I don't need a dagger. I got one already. But the rapier, I might want to use. So let's put that one on. There we go.
That's 100% D&DS.
Go forward and explore a little bit more. See what the world has to offer us. Get out of Northwood also. Okay. So, like in all of our games, you can move things in the environment, but we've added a whole bunch of stuff that you can do. So you can, for instance, make a stair. Why would you make a stair? Well, because you want to walk on it, of course. Let me do that. Oh shit!
Fuck! I almost killed her.
It's fine. You're doing great. It's fine.
Alright, well.
Holy fuck.
I think, okay, so here's another example of why you would want to do turn-based mode. Say that you want to kill this boar or talk to it or whatever. You can now just press the button and then you can just plan your move close to it, and then it has 6 seconds. So if I press my spacebar now, it will move for 6 seconds, and then it's my turn. We'll use this to surprise people and sneak up on them, and hopefully do it really well. I'm just gonna try to jump over. Although I think actually, well, no, I'll just do it. Do you think you can make this jump without dying? She can. She can. She can. She can. She's pretty badass normally, so. Usually Astarion that dies. So this is an example of a passive check. So my nature skill was used to discover something, and so if it would have failed, I wouldn't have found it, of course. So I found a little cache. The cache belongs to the Harpers, so it gives me a little secret.
Holy shit!
It's especially this thing that I need.
Secret stash.
It will double my movement points. And it's going to also allow me to get 2 actions, which is really good. Because we're going to try a very complicated stunt, which I'll probably succeed or fail. See what I did there, but probably succeed or fail. Okay. Oh, well, actually, first we're going to go to camp.
This seems as good a place as any to make camp. And rest. Huh. Might as well adapt to the Daywalker's ways.
It had
So
no
your camp
time.
is a place that's going to
I
expand
know.
over time. You will
The
be
game.
able to get followers in your camp. Your companions will obviously
I
be
know,
here
it's one
also.
of the best.
And so there's a lot of relationship building.
I played the
happening.
first Divinity though, the very
I'm
first
not
one
sure
in
this is a good
2000.
idea.
I can tell her not to question me, or. But I'm going to try to befriend her, so I'm going to ask her what she means.
There are lit fuses in our heads. Sooner or later, they're going to blow. Each hour that passes, the thing inside us grows. We need to find a healer. Let's wake up at first light.
Okay, so I'm going to agree with her, because finding help is indeed our very first concern.
Maybe we'll get lucky. We're overdue some good fortune. Rest well. We'll need our strength.
Rest.
I tried to rest, but my mind wouldn't settle. Just yesterday, I had been seducing a young noble, luring him to my master's lair. Since then, I've been kidnapped by mind flayers, chased through hell by dragons, and fallen from the sky. And I felt the sun on my skin. I should have burst into flames.
So I can ask myself questions, a little bit of a moment of introspection. I can think of my master who will be furious. I could be a vampire spawn. Yeah, actually, it's a good question. Can a vampire spawn even become a mind flayer?
The worm in my head might not even have an appetite for undead meat. Until I knew more about the tadpole, I wasn't sure how much danger I was in. I had to understand it, master it. I needed to find someone who knew more about this thing.
So I'm going to try to get some sleep, and I'm going to imagine dragging my old master into the sunlight. And that's a persuasion against myself, so I
Holy
need
shit.
to roll, I need to do an intelligence check, basically.
What the fuck?
Right on target. So the way that works is actually there's ability modifiers on it, but we just show you the actual DC that comes out at
Well,
the
what
end.
the fuck?
I drifted off with a smile, meditating on the flames that
This is
engulfed
like
his cruel
Actual
face.
dices in a game.
He's gonna be happy in the morning.
That is insane.
Okay. Let's
Fucking
continue
nerds.
our little
That's
adventure.
what I love
So all of
Larians
the
about.
dialogues in the game, like literally all of them, have been performance captured, voice recorded, given cinematic treatment. Hasn't been any compromise because of all the cinematics that we're doing in there, so there's plenty of permutations.
Yeah, very
and
old.
you need to realize that I'm now playing with Astarion, so if we wouldn't be playing with Astarion, we would have different things happening to us.
These
And you'll see that we've
youngsters
gone
only
very
play
far in this.
Fortnite.
There may be even more that survive a crash.
They don't know
Dead
what the
goblins
fuck
over
the
there.
dice is for even.
Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Alright, so that's what the goblins have. The shitty bow. Shitty sword. We might need those, we noticed already. No, everything is useless here. I'm gonna go over there.
Music is also great.
Alive. That's unexpected. Last I saw you, you were lying in a crucible's worth of blood. An intellect devourer nibbling at your ear. Glad to see my eyes deceive me. I'm Gale. Well met.
So my vampire option is that I send something off. I was certain he would taste like bile. I can obviously draw my weapon because I don't trust the guy. Well, I'm going to take the vampire one.
Speechless? Might be the shock. We went through a traumatizing experience. If an instructive one.
I am asked if my trauma
Okay.
may refer to the thing they put in my eye.
Yes. The ocular penetration by an illithid tadpole, which will end with our souls being snuffed like strands of weave caught in dead magic. Not to mention, you're staring at me like a Rashimi at a blackboard. You're no wizard, are you?
I can obviously just decide to feed. But I will tell him that I don't take kindly to insults.
Thin-skinned and a dodger of questions. Usually means the answer's no.
Fuck. This
Guess
guy's a
that'll have to
troll.
wait. Primary need now is a healer. I take it you recall the insertion of the parasite?
Not only did I recall it, I said I was already enjoying its effects, referring to the fact that I can walk in the sunlight.
Interesting. Are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it'll turn us into mind flayers? A process known as ceremorphosis? It is to be avoided. I assume you're no accomplished healer either. Powerful cleric, maybe?
Okay, was this a conversation or an interrogation?
Just trying to figure out where we stand. Conclusion? Nowhere. You and I are in a whole lot of trouble. We need help, and I'm not sure where we'll find it in this wilderness. How about we embark on the quest for a healer together?
Yes, I need a wizard. A wizard is going to be very
Most
good.
excellent. Then, without further ado, let's be off. Besides, looks like you keep some interesting company. A woman with shadows for eyes, deep as the dark lake. Pleasure, madam.
Is it indeed? We'll see.
All right. We're gonna get along smashingly.
The cool thing is I don't need to
There.
select all these guys. They just run
Gotta
after
do a few
the
things first.
protagonist, you know.
Oh yeah, actually I killed
We
him.
don't need
so
like to
good.
select all the guys.
So I'm gonna separate him from my party because I know what's
Wow.
coming. So I want to show you something.
Shit, you
And
can.
I'm gonna go with them. Well, actually, I'm first gonna position him because these guys, this can turn out badly as a combat. So I'm gonna go over here. See me yet? A little bit further shot. Then I'm gonna jump here.
Well, there's a lot of things that you can do in this game, definitely.
Sneak.
A lot
So
of
the way
stuff.
sneaking works in Baldur's Gate
Sneaking,
3 is
jumping,
that if
throwing.
you see a shadow, it's gonna lightly
Crazy.
obscure you. All right, and if you walk into the sunlight, you are going to be in the clear area. So when you're in the clear area and you get seen, you are caught on sight. If you go into a obscured area, then you have to roll stealth d20, and yeah, if you get caught, you get caught. But you might actually succeed. If you're heavily obscured, as you will soon see, you can actually just walk right past them. It's kind of cool because every single shadow suddenly has use. But it also means that you can manipulate shadows, because you can put light or you can remove light. Anyway, he's here standing on his crate because that's what he does. So I'm just gonna leave him here, and then I'll go over here, and I'll well, yeah, why not? I'll demonstrate a small thing that I just discovered this morning. So normally what I do here is, well, first of all, I show that you still have all kinds of environmental interactions that you can use, everything that makes sense within the world of Dungeons and Dragons we've put in. So you can vaporize water with fire, but there's also
Yeah, vaporize
so normally
water
I just
with
show this
fire.
and I say,
Holy
okay, well,
shit.
this is where we are. We start from here. Basically, I do it to show that you can navigate over a very high and vertical world.
That's
but I figured
beautiful.
that if I cast Featherfall, then I make a jump. Boom. Okay. So she still has Featherfall. I know. If she would have jumped without Featherfall, maybe we can do that too. She will die. Anyway, now he has to walk back, but so let me just do that. Featherfall is a very useful spell. The game has an enormous amount of verticality. We'll never get to the places where the verticality is high today, because yeah, we just don't have enough time, and we introduce it gradually to players. But you will be surprised by how much stuff you can do. You can walk on roofs. You can jump all the way down into very, very, very deep holes. Just don't forget the Featherfall. The problem with Featherfall is it takes up if you use it. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say that. All right, let's do the thing I was supposed to do. Okay. So, and let's regroup them. There's a small problem with the interface here, so you're not always seeing if they're grouped, but they should be grouped, hopefully. No, you're not grouped. I want to be grouped. You're grouped. Okay. So let's go meet these fine gentlemen and say hello to them.
You're both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone.
But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt?
I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days.
Fucking shit,
Now
guys. The facial
Stop!
expressions are insane.
Got ourselves competition already. That's our ship.
Okay.
Dude
so
has
we
a
have bunch of
giant
persuasion
sword on
options.
him.
I can tell them that I was just looking around. Tell them that the ship was full of monsters. My many comrades were coming. Or I can try to intimidate them. I'm going to tell them that there's plenty of monsters, and then that's going to be a roll.
Rolling that.
And that is going to be a failed roll, which is fine. I mean, it's
You're all hot
okay.
air. Think you can get us to leave that bounty to you? Not a chance. What are you lot waiting for? Get her!
okay. So, luckily for me, I planned for this. And so, if you do a shove out of a sneak position, that is a 100% chance. And so, that works.
That was pretty cool.
Okay, so that was my action for this one. So let's try to do this really well. I'm going to use grease. So grease is going to create difficult terrain for these guys. And difficult terrain is basically going to halve their movement speed as they're trying to go over it. So that's good. Also, we made grease flammable. So if I can put fire on it, it's going to hurt them double.
Holy
Unfortunately, I have no
shit!
source of fire anymore 'cause I used
Flammable
up my,
grease! Wow,
Fire,
the fuck, this shit has advanced.
So, Shadowheart, however, is going to use her bolt. 75% chance. I think this guy is the strongest. I'm going to do it on that one. Where am I? So let's see. Well, somebody's going to have to stand there to protect the other guy. She has the... She can increase her AC. Okay, so their turn. Goes down.
Oh
Missed,
fuck.
that's good.
There's a mage over there as well. That is
Which
bad.
goes, so she can, every turn, as long as she's concentrated, she's going to be able to hurt me. So I need to do something about that.
The small dude woke up
to
too.
get his advantage back. He changed his mind.
What the fuck?
I wonder if he's having a problem here. Might be in an eternal loop.
Yeah, the fucking bug, I guess.
I'm gonna have to use a cheat here. No, oh, change that. Wow. Okay. Difficulty. Yeah, no, it did work. I actually destroyed his ladders secretly with a secret button, which will remain secret. Advantage of a development version. Okay, well, let's just do it to see what it gives, right? Throw item. It's not that bad. You can actually jump on
You
them
can
also,
throw
that's what you do.
crates on top of the
Warrior
head.
with
That's a
feather fall,
silly. I've never seen
find
that.
it and then jump on somebody. That can hurt.
That's pretty
However,
silly.
This was actually really, but it was just
I
a
mean,
throw,
he
I couldn't
killed
shoot. I need to make this
shit
stick,
with
because otherwise Shadowheart
throwing
will be in
his
trouble.
boots. Last
Pin
time.
down, 75% chance. Oh, that's okay. Good. So that means that she is now home free. She can. Why doesn't she have her spell slot? Oh, well. 40% is not good. I'm going to disengage using my jump. I can do this once in combat. Okay. And I'll just damage. Oh man. Where is a star? No, Star is there, but Gale. Looks like I was a little bit too enthusiastic in sending Gale went away. So starting to interesting. Oh, that's good.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Just burning down.
That was good actually. This changes things completely. Alright. So he's going to come for Gale.
Wow, this guy with the big dick just killed the mage instantly.
Right, Shadowheart, how far are you? He's gonna keep
Just
on
killed the
hitting you, right?
fucking
So-
dude. Just completely destroyed him.
So we're gonna try to, we're gonna shoot her. She's still far from us. But I don't have any fire left. Yeah, good. Then Shadow. It's too far. It's too far. Don't have anything I can throw at him. I'm not gonna make it. It's gonna be too far. She can dash. Okay, I was gonna make her dash. That gives her double movement speed. Well, I'm not gonna get very far, but getting a bit farther. That cancels the entire effect. But maybe if I yell at them, I can't yell. I don't have a yell yet. We will have that, but
Oh no.
it's not dead yet. Ow! It's pity that they can't. Well,
He killed two people. Oh my god, there's one guy left.
we need to make this. We're not gonna die here.
And this is the second fight and he almost died again.
I gotta think. not want to restart again. Say it again. Oh yes! Thank you.
That's why you guys are here.
Shadowheart has it, but we do have we have magic pockets. We have magic pockets. You're basically telling me to run away, right? Oh, I have an excellent idea. This is going to work really well. So let me first try killing him, actually. Did I throw something already? Oh, but I can still do my cancer apparently. Aha. That is my second action though. I want to run away. Let's run really far. Well, actually...
Because that has a certain amount of actions.
Good work.
There's almost one guy left.
So the cool part is, well, let's first see which direction they're going to go. Actually, because I can go back, he's not going to make it, but she can still make it. If I can get close to her and give her a helping hand, since it's going to be up again. Okay, where are you? You're there, right? What I don't want to do is get too close to you. I can't get back here, actually. Alright. We're gonna make it. Far shot with 75% chance. So... No.
Missed again.
Wanna do it again? No, actually. I'll throw a dagger. Makes a bit more sense. Yeah, before, I mean, actually, those things help. It's just trying to kill my party all the time. Such an awesome man. Okay, so this one works well. Yeah.
Fucking miss
We'll
again.
get there. It might be hard to work though. Oh, actually, but what I can still do. No, I get to shoot again, that's right. I keep on forgetting this. I got the second action. Alright, okay. Well. My boots.
Missed with the boots. He's killing her.
Yeah, it happens that you miss a lot. Why did he get 2 shots anyway? Did he take potion himself? Possible. So the AI thinks, looks at everything that it... Ah. Yeah. Thank you.
Everyone died, just one guy survived here. That was crazy.
Alright, so out of combat, their death saving throw... Oh, she's really dead? She's dead. Yeah, he's alive. That's good, I guess. So alright. We'll worry about her later. We'll leave her there. She deserves it. Well, let's first see what they had to pick up. You mean I can't reach? Standing next to her. There you go. It's actually...
What do you mean I can't reach? I'm standing next to her.
No.
She's a cleric.
Make him look more like a real wizard. He's a rope, a beard now. Guys. Worth mentioning, of course, that you can play the game in multiplayer also. So in multiplayer, you can be multiple origin stories, etc. Well, etc. I have to mention it. You can play as everybody's a hero essentially in the multiplayer story. So there's a whole bunch of that functionality. It's going to be very cool. So I'm going to enjoy playing multiplayer. Like for instance being able to participate in each other's dialogue, seeing what the other options another person is considering. Something that can be quite intense, as you'll see soon enough. Okay, so we're gonna go inside here.
Thank you, Gimblebock. Everything all right out there?
I'm gonna claim to be Gimblebock and ask him to let me in. Don't worry, we're safe. If it fails, we're okay. Alright.
You sound a bit shaken, boss. Hang on while I find the key.
Nice. you're dead. And the reason why is because I surprised him, and then when you surprise somebody, you get the initiative. And so this guy has absolutely no chance. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to shoot and put him down. There you go. And then I'm going to shoot him again the next turn. Seek off. There you go. And then I know he's going to try to run away towards his buddies. So I've played this before, which is fine. I'm going to shoot him again. There you go, and that's how easy it can be. Alright.
Ambushed.
Let's see where we end up.
It's a beautiful environment, though. Everything is fucking
Asari,
beautiful.
the Great Tomb Raider.
Really beautiful.
He's gonna do
shit.
all of this on his own. Right. Just as a demonstration of how systemic use of all the systems can lead to great success. Actually, did I pick up my boots again?
Dust.
No, I'm bootless. Alright. I'm gonna take the gold. Never know if we get to buy something. Over here. Okay, so I'm gonna switch the lights off. I'm going to go sneak mode. Just play it carefully. And I'm going to put myself into forced turn-based mode.
There's just one guy.
And I'm gonna try to sneak up behind this one, so I can kill her. So she's probably gonna start turning back, so I'm gonna go and stand in the corner here. I'm heavily obscured. Alright. So if I don't come too close, they are not gonna detect me. Alright. Oh, she's gonna stand there? No, there she is. This is the reason why. Alright. So you have a little hole here. Why? Because this light is creating a zone that she can see in, and then the zone just in front of her. But here, if I were standing here, I would have been.
That is smart.
So let her go. Oh, oh man, no. Yeah. Okay, don't worry about it. Hello. So this is my sneak attack. So if I do it from melee, I get 1d6 extra damage while sneaking.
He's a rogue, after all.
Why aren't you?
Back off!
It's okay. It's not that bad. I'm not gonna bite her yet. I'm gonna keep my bite for later. Oh man, come on, really? Okay.
Oh no.
Actually, it's gonna be cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. I guess it's safe. I'm going to take my dipping action. Dip it in a torch. No, not my sword, my bow. My arrows actually. That's what's suggested. Do that. Aha. And somebody put a pitch barrel here for me.
Holy shit.
Sorry.
Holy shit. That's what he can do.
This is cool. Sticking an arrow, this creates darkness. So, oh, this is a better bow than my bow actually. So let's switch bows. So let's try to do that again. This time. So the trick here is that I'm gonna try to get into this place, but
No lock, no handle. How does it open?
well, I happen to know. So small spoiler. So let me just do the same thing here. Try not to ruin it this time. I'm gonna go in here. Force turn base. So we're gonna create a zone of darkness. So the zone of darkness is basically going to cover me like this, so that he can't see me while I'm in there. And then just wait. Pass by. So zone of darkness essentially blocks the vision cone. Probably not doing this very well. Alright.
Well, you can sneak really effectively here.
Okay, well, we'll just see what happens. I can find that he doesn't.
At least there's no skeletons this time.
Nope. Let's go this way, and I want to. I hope it's gonna work here. Really? It's not gonna work. Ah, there you go.
That's curious.
I needed this handle because this handle is a secret handle that opens the door on the other side. Right. So now I'm gonna just try to do it the other way. This guy will never know what happened to him. That was actually quite close. Right. So now he can see me. So I can just pickpocket him. Doesn't have anything on him. So it's just. Okay, it's a little cutting a little bit short.
Why the fuck you can't see him? That's not real.
So the clearness comes from the light, of course. Okay. We're still working on better visualization of this, so I doubt that you're going to have it exactly like this when you get to play it. But starring the great Tomb Raider has managed to do something without being detected, which is quite an achievement. All right, let's continue. So our door is open.
I like it. Homely.
Homely.
You don't have to sneak anymore. Also notice how the music changes when you start sneaking. The music system is super adaptive to everything that you do. Right, this has a tendency of going wrong, so I'll do my utter best. This is a
That's curious.
a tomb. There's dangerous things here. There's skeletons lying on the floor, and then there's things that are popping up. And then I have perception checks that are succeeding, that are failing. So you know that something's gonna happen. And then there's this big thing in the middle. So and inside you find a cool weapon, and a key, and a skull. So we're gonna take everything. And then you have grease appearing everywhere. And then you got fire appearing.
Holy shit.
So, but I knew exactly where to stand. And I'm going to enter turn-based mode because turn-based mode is also something that you can use to navigate traps. So you got 6 seconds to think, and then the traps get their turn, and you get your turn. So you get the gist. So the way that I figured out getting out of here is Mage Hand. Mage Hand can throw stuff, and so what I can do, you saw that I can make my own stairs, so I can make a stair out of here.
What the fuck?
And it's just gonna go over here. Let the evil traps do their thing. And then go back to Mage Hand. And I gotta do it the way that I'm doing it because I practiced this, and when I did it wrongly, I threw it too far. The crate got damaged, and then I jumped on top of it, and then the crate got destroyed, and then I died anyway. So. There we go. Okay, one more. So
This
having
is
turn-based
super
mode allows us
fucking
to do
hard.
Much cooler traps and not
How could you know
lightning-fast
this?
reflexes.
That's silly.
It's a game which has many spells, many actions that you can do. So it's kind of handy to have. All right. Also solves the problem if you want to talk to very fast creatures. No! Sorry. No. Don't fall. Please don't fall. Okay. I'm gonna do my little jump now. Maybe there's not enough space. Maybe there's not enough space.
What does it mean no more
There's
space?
enough space. Apparently not. Yeah, I wonder if that's a bug that I have. No. Oh, there you go. Okay, so that should work. There we go. This builder blocks me. So I'm gonna send mate. No!
Holy
Oh,
shit,
man,
the
why'd you
mage
have to
hand is
follow
like a
mage hands?
spell that you cast, and you can do something with this hand, like actually attack or, you know, be on a distance. I think it's about to get fucked.
Alright, let's see. Oh, well, that's good. That's handy, Mage Hand. The perception check was successful. It's not supposed to have a perception check, but
It's good of Mage Hand to do it, but that's cool because then I can actually throw this thing on that. There we go. So that way, there's no more grease coming out of it. And I'm going to jump. Oh, yeah, I used my jump. Do you think I can make it? Maybe if I dash.
Wait a minute, grease came from this fucking floor?
Alright. This is a bit harder than I expected it to be. So let me... Well, I know what I'm
Is it an action RPG or is it a puzzle game?
non-orthodox, but...
I mean, that's insane.
There you go. So that's going to take that grease away, and let's just see what happens when I get out of turn-based.
The grease clears a little bit.
Oh,
The box is broken though.
But I made a corridor here, so that's good. So now we know that we can't just have my dash. Where's my dash? Let's dash. I'll get out of here eventually, but
That is pretty silly.
hopefully today. I guess I can walk over there and stand in the grease for a second. Okay. Alright. Alright, go over there. Yeah. Okay. And then make that jump. No, just have to get there now. Well, one more turn out. I'll not jinx it.
So you could just walk there, I mean...
Okay. Can I dash again? Yeah, that should do it. Don't fall. Don't fall. Okay, we made it outside of the very evil trap.
That was pretty rough.
So we're gonna get to the final room of this mini dungeon. So this is the kind of situation you'll find yourself in if you're in multiplayer and you're just dashing off and leaving your party behind. You can always manage. It's just sometimes a little bit tricky.
So many dead. No signs of a struggle.
So we're entering a big room, and so you see a bunch of skeletons on the floor. So you are all gamers, you know what's going to happen. These guys are going to race. So here's a little trick I figured out: is I can take their weapons away.
That's tricky.
Now, unfortunately, because disarming somebody is actually a valid action, the AI developers are making it so that they will pick up the weapons that they, if they see something on the floor and they're unarmed, the AI will actually come to the same the conclusion on its own. But luckily, it's not implemented yet.
He's abusing.
Take
He's
advantage
fucking
of this.
exploiting.
I'm gonna give this guy a sword
He's
just
fucking
so that we can see the
exploiting.
difference between the guys.
He's disarming the corpses.
I have all of them.
So they can't
I
use
just
any
wanna
fucking
make sure that the guys
weapons.
with bow
Fucking cheater.
don't have
Game director cheating on his own game.
there's no
That's
marks
so
on
fun.
So I'm gonna try the final heist of this little tomb raiding adventure, and if I fail, they'll spot me. And then when they spot me, what's going to happen is that they are going to, well, they'll shoot me, and then I'll die, and then it's these fellas that have to come back and get me, and they are obviously not very good at it, as you can see from their health bars. I'll then consider whether or not I'm going to resurrect them. Oh no. Okay, my perception failed, so I need Gale. So, but Gale has a shortcut. There was actually a, oh, he can also bring Astarion's boots back. So there's an actual shortcut, but I didn't want to do it because when you do it, it alerts the guards on the inside and they all gang up, and then I can't do Astarion on his own. If you shoot this thing and somebody's standing under it, he'll die. But it also creates a hole into the floor. And so, like this, I can
What
jump in
the fuck was that?
and then we find ourselves into this room here.
That's absolutely
This-
insane.
Open this room. So that was a
Holy
shortcut.
shit, I've never seen
And
this.
basically all the bandits that
In
are
any
this dungeon
game.
stand outside of this door and they're ready to kill you.
That is so silly.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go that way. So he'll have a better chance at doing succeeding in a history check, which I think no, it's perception though. Actually, let's just try it out. Maybe we won't open it today, so it's another secret. The game is full of secrets. Exploration is heavily rewarded. You will never see all the secrets in one go. It's impossible. So if you're min-maxer, you will curse at us. Yeah, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna get you out of here because otherwise I can't do my little Astarno on all alone stunt. So I'm gonna send you over here. This is the exit. So this is where in a second Astarno will have to manage to get himself. Okay. Press the button. Click. We get inside here.
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Indeed, I wonder what will happen. Just in case. Right. Okay, so the reason why we came here is because we wanted, we have poison, that's fine, because we can throw poison at people, but not at skeletons, of course. But there's Amulet of Joy and Sorrow, which gives me the Speak with Dead spell. And so Speaking with Dead is something that you can do with the Amulet, provided I have a mouth.
Oh, hells! Something just woke up.
Unfortunately, I don't have my. I just realized that this is the reason I keep my speed potion in general. Let's see. Why are you standing here anyway? Alright, let's just hug the wall and wait for him to move.
Let's wait a little bit longer. There you go.
This is like a field of view of
This should be easy
the red stuff.
at this point. So this is also why we need some better indications still that we're working on.
Because this looks bright because the artist put the light here,
But for the game, it's a heavily obscured zone. So these kind of things that we still need to fix. Alright, I'll be good, I think. With the potion of speed, I was already out of here. Somebody made me drink it. Thank you for that, but ooh. Well, I'm heavily obscured. They actually have dark vision, so it should have been a check. So I think that the system just didn't register it fast enough.
You should have seen him. And the guy just.
Yeah. The dark vision does work, yeah, so. But it's fine. It's good. I mean, like, look, we're almost at the exit. Yeah, and they have no arrows, they have no bows, they have no weapons. Look, they all have their hands. Like, so this is exactly how it should be. The AI is trying to figure out what the hell am I going to do. I'm going to dash. Where's my dash?
Without fucking weapons, yeah.
That's going to allow me to get very far. Okay. And then don't do anything. Alright. And then that's my movement bar, by the way. So the amount of movement I have. Gale joins the thing, the action. Oh, I only have 5 minutes left? Oh shit. Oh. Oh. Yeah, my phone is charging, I forgot my timer, so. Alright, well I wanted to show you one last thing, so a little bit of audience participation. So let me try to do that as fast as I can. Oh.
The hell was that? This is some nasty bug.
He gave up.
No,
Done.
I don't think I'm gonna get out of it. Well, that's a real pity. If I manage, I'm thinking that if I manage to click it in here, I can manage. Hold on, let me do this one thing. No, just two. No, who's having? Oh, it's the hand. No, it's not the hand. No. Well, okay. Well, since I only have 5 minutes, that will be the end of my presentation for today.
That was silly though. The bug was fun, actually. Yeah. I mean, it's like this reaction, you know? Fuck! Fucking
We have time for a
fuck!
few questions, Jesse. If you
Do we?
yeah.
I mean, there's already a guy lining up. Go for it, yeah.
All right, I've never played Baldur's Gate before, and based on what I've seen so far, I really, really, really want to now.
Yeah, he's really, man.
However, my luck is abysmal. What advice do you have for someone with awful luck other than
You're
playing
asking him?
yeah,
He's locked.
other than playing on easy?
Yeah, so there's ways that you can modify your dice. You seek out advantage, which allows you to roll twice. So that's something that's important. We will have an easier mode. We still have to balance stuff also. So the values that you're seeing right now were pretty much straight out of the book. So sometimes it's fairly harsh. But we'll make sure that when it gets to you, this is one of the reasons we're going to early access, it will be manageable. Because as you can see, it's fairly brutal sometimes.
Thank you. Can't wait to play it.
Thank you.
Hi. So, quick question. Is it possible to restat your companions?
Sorry, say that again?
Can you restat your companions?
So yes, you will be able to modify your companions' ability points and their class. I can't answer that question yet.
Okay, thank you.
So the reason why I couldn't answer your question is because it's a point of discussion right now.
For spell slots, do they recharge after a long rest or after...
Long rest.
Long rest, okay.
Yeah, so you need to go back to camp. Actually, the next thing that we were going to do was resurrect them and go to camp and have a camp moment so that we would respec, and then we actually had a big finale, but we never got there.
Sorry about making you use that potion.
Maps! Wait a minute. 29 months. Am I looking correctly? 29 fucking months, man. Jesus.
Holy shit.
29 fucking months, bro. Thank you so fucking much, man. This, this is becoming an absolutely astronomical figure over there. Thanks, bro. Thank you so fucking much for the resub, bro. Appreciate it big time, man. As usual. Holy crap. There's almost 30. I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Okay, this one is almost over.
But there's
Let's
one
finish
interaction
this
that
up.
happened that I have to ask about. You didn't tell anyone you were a vampire, and you walk up into camp. Oh, I'm gonna do like the
History
Daywalkers
right
do,
now.
look at their companion. I didn't mean that. Was that a bug in the system where she's supposed to react, or?
In the cinematic, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a small moment of a note that it froze there. Okay. You didn't get anything.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I wanted to ask, what consoles is this game going to be coming on? I know it's coming out on like Stadia, I think, but...
Yeah, so we've only
there-
announced PC and Stadia.
All right.
That's all we're talking about for now.
All right, cool.
So, understanding that this game is pretty much removed from the previous two Baldur's Gate games, is there a chance that we might see characters from our previous adventures, such as a particular ranger with a hamster companion?
Yeah.
So we're only talking about the 5 companions that we're showing today, unfortunately. So I can't answer that question.
Okay.
Just curious, the part where you attacked your companion, I noticed that was sort of a real-time combat. Is it going to be strictly turn-based like we saw, or?
Hey, KKS, what's up, dude?
Everything is happening in turn-based. So that was actually, she didn't react to it. She should have reacted, but her reaction system isn't ready yet. So she should have reacted to the fact that I stabbed her.
Thank you.
But no, combat is turn-based, Dungeons and Dragons is turn-based, and we wanted to do a port that was as faithful as we could, but still make for a good video game. And by doing it this way, we can actually pretty much do one-on-one mapping of a lot of systems, and that works quite well.
So I'm a big fan of Baldur's Gate. I had a question, is there going to be like an alignment system? Is it going to impact with kind of how the storyline plays out and who you can interact with?
In 5th edition, alignment is less pronounced than it used to be. When we started out working on it, we actually also had in our heads we're going to make alignment a really big thing. But then Wizards actually asked us a little bit to tone it down because they didn't want it to make it that black and white anymore. However, you are going to, depending on your actions, you have good characters. Gale is a good character, for instance. He's not going to stay very long with you if you're going to keep on doing very, very, very crazy, evil things. And it's a real pity that we didn't get to the end of my presentation because I was going to do the ultimate evil thing. I was going to bite one of my companions at night.
Damn.
But it failed, but there will be a lot of press up and you will be able to see the stuff that they have.
Holy shit, that was sad.
I was going to let you decide whether or not we're going to do the bite and then whether or not we're going to completely drain my companion or leave a little bit of blood and all that.
And it kind of follow.
That was cool, B.
Yes, of course. I mean, but it's your choice, right? So you roll with your choices. And then there's a d20 that you have to roll to see if she actually detects it or not, which is kind of cool.
And kind of follow up to that, will your actions affect your alignment? Like if you start off good and make a bunch of evil choices?
So whether your alignment is going to change, so we actually don't show alignments right now in the game. So there is no modification of alignment for the moment.
Hi Sven, it's me.
Hi Adam.
Manchester United 3, Club Brugge 0. Bye.
What was that?
So that's Adam Smith. He's one of the senior writers on Baldur's Gate 3. He's a Manchester United fan. I'm from Bruges in Belgium, and our teams were playing now as the presentation started, and so he just felt this was necessary.
Hey there, huge fan of you guys. I had a quick question regarding early access. Could you talk a little bit more about that? Like, rough estimate for release date, how much of the campaign's going to be ready, anything like that?
Wait, there's somebody waving with a time. Does that mean I have to shut up? Yeah.
Damn, that's
to
it.
answer your question, so we're going to roll it into early access when bugs like what you saw are all gone. We're very curious to get the community feedback, so that's the thing that's very important for us. We'll make sure there's enough content in there to keep you busy. We'll make sure that you don't have all the content, so that when the release comes, you'll get plenty of content to play through, pretty much like we did with our previous games. But I can't give you the exact figures on that just yet. All right, I guess that's going to be the last question. All right, thank you.
That was really cool. Ton of bugs, but we can see